Publishers.com.
I'm Tom Martino, and I love it when the Broncos are freezing teams out in the fourth quarter, but freezing is never good at home when that furnace quits. Let Fix-It 24/7 warm things up faster than a Broncos touchdown with their guaranteed same-day service, or your diagnosis is free. Fix-It 24/7. Hometown partners of the Denver Broncos. Same-day comfort all season long. FixMyHome.com. Book now.
When your house is in trouble, Fix-It 24/7. We'll be there on the double.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today.
720-915-3000. That's 720-915-3000.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Let's talk about your hair. But first, talk about my hair. Many of you know I have great hair, and that's because of Advanced Hair. I'm living proof that their simple one-day treatment offers life-changing results. It's not magic, but close to it. They put your hair where you need it the most, and bam, it grows. That's science. Advanced Hair has it all. Top-rated Dr. Tanya Pauls, modern technology, and best of all, you get your very own natural hair regrowing the very next day. Advanced Hair guarantees your hair to grow for life. So schedule your free consultation now. I'll get you $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. This is an incredible offer for a limited time. Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver and has changed the lives of tens of thousands of people, including me. Now it's your turn. 720-459-HAIR. That's 720-459-HAIR, or go online to advancedhair.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Partly sunny skies for your Monday. We're going to see temperatures very mild at 70 degrees and a bit of a breeze at times. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burse.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
What should you do when everyone around you thinks differently than you do? This week on Red Pilled America, we tell the story of actor Nick Searcy, who's been able to survive and thrive inside Hollywood's culture of groupthink while remaining openly conservative. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. This is 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
ABC News, I'm Mike Dubusky. Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted co-conspirator of Jeffrey Epstein, invoked the Fifth Amendment during a closed-door virtual deposition today before the House Oversight Committee. Committee Chair James Comer calling it disappointing. Meanwhile, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick is facing new scrutiny for his appearance in the latest release of Epstein files.
Just months ago, Lutnick, who lived next door to Epstein for more than a decade.
That's my story. A one and absolutely done.
After a visit to Epstein's home, describing him as gross.
ABC's Jay O'Brien. Nurses at 4 of the 5 striking New York City hospitals have reached tentative agreements with their employers. More than 10,000 nurses at Montefiore and the Mount Sinai system will vote to ratify contracts that protect protect patient and nurse safety. More than 4,000 nurses remain on the picket line. And it was the Seahawks over the Patriots at the Super Bowl last night, 29-13 in the fourth quarter. This is ABC News. Of course, the Super Bowl is about more than just football. ABC's Sherry Preston has more on the state of advertising.
Why do companies like Pepsi, stealing Coke's popular polar bear from years ago, pay in excess of $8 million for 30 seconds of airtime during the Super Bowl? Supply and demand. The Super Bowl is one of the few times that 100 million of us, a third of the country, are watching something all at the same time. There's only so much ad space to go around, and the demand is huge.
Sweet sandwich time.
Viewers can't fast forward. In fact, they don't want to. They want to see ads that show Andy Samberg dressed as Meal Diamond, even the talking toilets for Liquid IV, reminding you to stay hydrated. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
At the Winter Olympics, Team USA bringing home the gold, with one gold medal going to the team figure skating team. Another gold went to American skier Breezy Johnson in the women's downhill competition. I'm Mike Dubosky, ABC News.
Hey, sis. Missed you this morning. Kim told me you weren't feeling well, so I'm just doing a self-care check.
Oh, thank you, friend.
How you doing?
Girl, listen, my energy was so low because I didn't eat breakfast when I got up, so I had to miss virtual yoga with y'all.
Trust me, I understand.
But I'm doing much better now that I've eaten, so I'm back on track.
Great. In that case, let's get some steps in tonight. I'll come over and we can walk around the lake.
Sounds good. Appreciate you being in my business, too. Now, let me get in yours. Did you check your blood pressure today?
I did that and my squats, okay?
Okay.
High blood pressure is not going to be my friend if I can help it. See you at 6?
Let's get it. See you then.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Check in on one another and be a part of a healthy blood pressure movement. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you by the Release the Pressure Coalition and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
A driver is in jail and a 14-year-old boy is dead after a hit-and-run crash in Thornton. Jaden Marujo was on a motorized bike when he was killed. His uncle spoke with Fox 31.
He was loved in the community a lot, especially by his school, everybody there, his football coaches, his teammates, his friends.
Thornton police used technology Saturday to track down the driver of a BMW suspected in the accident. That person was arrested yesterday. Family and friends gathered at the scene for a vigil, and the family started a GoFundMe to help pay for the funeral. A car-train accident in Brighton has sent a man to the hospital. Police and firefighters responded to the crash near 4th Avenue and East Longs Peak Street. That was around 4:30 yesterday morning. Investigators say the man's car was sitting on the tracks when it was struck by a northbound train. The 29-year-old was taken to the hospital with severe injuries. Officials are looking into whether alcohol was a factor in the crash. That's the latest. I'm Keenan Dixon.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, if you're heading south I-25 up north out of Thornton, there's a right lane stall near 84th. It is fairly slow back towards 104th Avenue, and they're just clearing up the crash involving a bus northbound approaching Thornton Parkway. That was in the left lane, and certainly it is still slow, but hopefully that'll recover quickly. East side of I-70, looks like the accident near Chambers, Pena area on the westbound side of I-70 is clear. Backups are dissipating quite nicely. 270, just a little bit of traffic, as well as southbound 25 coming into downtown. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by The Carol Markowitz Show.
Hey, it's Carol Markowitz. This week, I sit down with Yehuda Reamer and Ben Ferguson to talk culture, politics, and the fights shaping America right now. Honest conversations you won't hear anywhere else. Listen and subscribe to The Carol Markowitz Show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
For plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, think Plumbline Services with quality brands like Carrier. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. I use Plumbline in my home. Service professionals, 25 years strong. Brought a mission of excellence, character, and ethics. Castle Rock to Fort Collins since 1998. Plumbline and Carrier. Turn to the experts. No phone call, no hassles. PlumlineServices.com.
Service at home, servants at heart. Plumbline Services.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
$1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. That's bank.
There is a certain amount of
Enter it
trust
now.
that you have to have somebody with them.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, and I want you to call me. Shoot the breeze with me. If someone lied to you, cheated you, ripped you off, if there's someone in your neighborhood who's going door to door and you know they're bad dudes or gals, let me know. This show really thrives on input from you. Now, I appreciate all of the texts and emails I've gotten. Of course, the nature of talk radio has changed so much. People can text the show. They can leave comments for the show. They can email the show. You know, I'm talking about all shows. So really, the art of talking to people, other than letting them spout off, has really gotten away from us in talk radio. But I want to urge you to use the phone, because even though you can text me and you call me and you ask me questions and I answer, I mean, as far as the text, and when I say call me, the text, the social media, the emails, I don't mind that. But really, when you talk, you warn people about other things and we give immediate feedback. I also want what's called instant reviews of people. You see, reviews are online a lot when you go to a company, but you can call me and people say, can I mention the name? Of course you can. Is it true? Mention the name. I did business with ABC or XYZ, and here's what happened. You can help a lot of people who may be starting a transaction. That's happened where people are thinking about a transaction like getting a deck built, and then all of a sudden they hear somebody on the show and they say, wait a minute, that was the guy that just gave me a bid, and they decide not to use him. This has actually happened the other day. A guy in Pueblo was going to use a contractor, and his name was Peter Goretsky. Peter Goretsky has taken hundreds of thousands of dollars from people without any work. But if you go on our site, sleazebrigade.com, you'll find many more. So our number, 303-713-TALK. That's our local number here at our flagship station. But you can call around the clock our national number, which is 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. And I'm going to go to our wide shot, as I say, our wide shot here, if you're streaming. And I have Dr. Joel Cherdak with me from denverregen.com. Thank you for being here, Joel. We'll be talking about, I've squirreled away comments and questions about stem cell therapy, weight loss, hormones, a whole bunch of stuff. Bobby, what's going on with you? Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. Bobby, what's going on with you? What's happening?
Tom, I am 83 years old, almost blind. I have been with CenturyLink since 1984, before it was ever CenturyLink.
Were you like Ma Bell days? The Ma Bell days? My goodness.
Yes, I was a Ma Bell.
Whoa. So what's happening in your life right now? What is the issue?
Strong.
What is the issue with CenturyLink, Bobby?
The issue is their email system and never being able to talk to a human being.
God.
And when you follow the articles that tell you how to remove HTML from your email messages, and you do exactly what they've asked you to do, it isn't working, and you cannot talk to a human person. They keep sending you the same article.
Let me ask you this real quick. On your email, what do you mean remove HTML? Tell me what you mean.
That's programmer's language.
Yes, it is. But what I want to know is this: when you get an HTML, when you get an email that you're calling HTML, do you see all the code and you don't see the message? Is that what's happening?
That's it. That's in the message. In fact, I'm looking at one right now, and
it's got all the brackets. It's got all the brackets and all of the coding. Okay, there are. What interface are you using? Do you dial in? Do you use a program like Google, or are you using Microsoft? What do they call it? Whatever their email is. Are you using a third-party email provider? Not an email provider, but an interface.
Well, I have CenturyLink as my.
You'll have like Outlook for your email,
provider, but I have an Apple. I have an Apple iPad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, that CenturyLink funnels my emails into.
Okay, but when you go to get your email,
I receive the same email.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
When you go to get your email, what you're doing is you go to the CenturyLink website, right? That's where you get your email. You log in there.
No, it funnels right onto my iPad.
Okay, it downloads
with my iPad.
It downloads to your iPad, but what program do you use to open it up and look at your email?
Apple. It's an Apple mail system.
Okay. Apple doesn't have a mail. I mean, it kind of does, but it doesn't have an interface.
All I can tell you is the app.
You need someone. Okay, it's a setting. Here's what I'm telling you, Bobby. HTML. Well, it's getting the HTML. It's just not converting it. It's a setting. Now, you have some email that comes in pretty clear, right?
Not in the body of the message. No.
You always get HTML in the body of the message, no matter who is writing to you. If I wrote to you right now and said, "Hello, Bobby, this is a test," you would get HTML?
Yeah. In fact, I'm looking at an email that I received in May of 21 because I've been deleting all my emails because they've been flooding me with thousands of emails every single day, and they can't stop that either.
Well, that's a spam setting. Do you have someone? You need someone who can sit there and help you. I mean, truly, it's not a CenturyLink issue. It really isn't. If your email is
Tom.
Yes.
I have talked to their chat bot,
mm-hmm.
and what they do when you ask them to remove HTML, they tell you go to Compose. All right, on your email settings, where you go, where you're going to compose one. You open up an email, you go to Compose, then they tell you click on the very last icon to the right. You will see it says, beware, remove HTML. Do you want to go OK or cancel?
I get it.
You hit OK,
yeah.
and it is supposed to remove it totally, and it's not.
I understand, but what I'm saying to you is it's not a CenturyLink problem. CenturyLink did not flag your account. You're not. It's not CenturyLink. You use a local agent to get your email from CenturyLink. CenturyLink is providing the pipe. That's all, and it's a setting in there. And if I could sit there and look at it, I would tell you in a second because it's not uncommon for that to happen. I wish I had somebody that I could send over to help you. I really do. But I don't. I'm trying to think.
I've already paid $120 to have a techie guy come over and do it, and he can't. So we go through the same problem each time.
What kind of a tech? Well, I'm not asking you to spend money. I was just suggesting if I had someone. What kind of techie guy did you have come to your house?
The PC guy, who's obviously been in the business for quite some time, he said I'd charge $120 half an hour. And that's exactly. He was here half an hour. Nope,
you know what? I have somebody that might do you a favor. What part of town are you in general?
Littleton, out by Chatfield and Wadsworth.
Okay. Leave your information with Kachina for a minute here.
Tom, I have a suggestion for Bobby. I'm sure she's done this, but Bobby, have you tried the Century customer complaint escalation number?
It's not a CenturyLink problem, Bo. It's not like CenturyLink is sending out 100% HTML, and otherwise we'd be getting a call every single day, wouldn't we? I mean, think about that. If every CenturyLink customer only got HTML code, well, it's her local agent. It's whatever agent she's using to interface with email.
Do you think the Geek Squad from Best Buy could help her?
Well, why would they? Why would they? I mean...
Well, they have to pay. You should have to pay a fee.
Yeah, but she already paid somebody who didn't know what the hell they were doing. I have a guy that I'd like to ask if he would help her, but it might be hard to get somebody to do it free. But I'd like to know on her CenturyLink what email she's using. She says Apple. Well, I don't know what client Apple uses for email, but I didn't know they had one. And I don't know what it's called, but if she could give me a screenshot, Kachina, or a copy of an email that isn't too personal, I would like to see the header and I would like to see the email body. If she could do that, if she knows how to take a screenshot or maybe forward us an email, that would be good. But there's nothing we're going to do on the phone right now with her. Somebody's got to sit with her and go through her client and set and fix the settings. And CenturyLink is not going to do it because CenturyLink is not the problem. All CenturyLink is a pipe. That's all it is. That's it. That's all it is. 303-713-8255. I'll take Johnny coming up about a possible scam. If he can hang on for us, I'd really appreciate it. But I got to take a break. And I want to tell you about Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Frank Duran will do a market analysis of your home to tell you what it will sell for. It's a free market analysis, very detailed with no obligation to list. Find out how you stack up to comparables, neighborhoods, and what you can get in this market. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
Yep.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
U.S. Olympic star Lindsey Vonn underwent surgery on a broken leg after crashing in the women's downhill. Head physician Jeff Harrison says Vonn was heroic to try to compete despite a major knee injury.
To have her career end on such a note was very tough to witness.
Team USA's medal quest continues today in speed skating as Erin Jackson and Brittany Bowe compete in the women's 1,000 meters.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Fix It 24/7. The name says it all. They want to fix it around the clock if you need them in an emergency or just a regular service call. But they don't come there trying to sell you something. They come to your home and try to help you. Right now, they want to show you what they can do. So for new customers, they introduce the $39 Extreme Clean Tune and Check. It's a refurbishment of your furnace. Trust me, it would be 5 times that or more. No, at least 10 times more than that or more. It would be near $1,000 for someone else to do it. When you see the 2 hours they spend on your system with no obligation, you will love it. FixMyHome.com. Book now or call them 720-526-3939.
Joe Chiano, my friend, I was watching the game last night, and I started thinking about your annuity product and the safety and security it brings. It's kind of like having a good kicker or a field goal kicker, isn't it?
That is right, Mark, and
it's like money in the bank.
Money in the bank is just like, the most beautiful thing about the annuity is that besides keeping the money safe for clients, and that's what people want today. They want to keep their money safe. It also grows. It grows without the risk of the stock market. And they get a 15% bonus just to transfer their accounts like a 401k, an IRA that may not be working, or just any investment account. And on top of that,
it's amazing thinking day one. So if it's like 100,
I'm done with
you have
Bobby.
115 that starts growing day one, and you haven't even gotten to the long-term care benefits that a lot of people count on these days.
Right, or the guaranteed income for life. You see, people, when they are nearing retirement, they want to have a guaranteed income coming in each and every month in their mailbox. I mean,
no matter what the stock market's doing. Yeah, and what I really like, and you put it so well, when the stock market's doing good, you participate with this product. But when the stock market isn't doing good and it's dropping, you ratchet in. You never lose a penny, which is amazing. It truly is guaranteed money for retirement with that long-term benefit, the 15% bonus. Folks, give Joe a call. Talk to him about your circumstance. The closer you get to retirement, the more that guaranteed money should mean to you. Go to mymoneymyway.com right now. Grab their phone number. Give them a call. Talk to them. mymoneymyway.com.
Okay, so yeah, it's an email setting.
All right. Yeah, I'm Kelly.
She's Kelly, and you're not.
You can. You don't need to because it's going to come to me regardless. But yeah. All right, no problem. Happy to do it. Okay, you take care. Okay. All right, bye.
You know, she wants to believe it's CenturyLink.
Yeah, go ahead and beat her up, an old lady.
Yeah, beat me up too, Tom.
I didn't beat you up, but why are we going to talk to a fucking pipe, a broadband provider, about an email setting on her local computer?
I know.
You're right.
I know.
I bet Whitney Houston once talked to a pipe, and she was a legend.
Yeah, I'd rather smoke the pipe than talk to it.
Yeah, there it is.
Tom, when I took this voicemail, I knew it was
not your best work, Kelly.
Not my best work.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with her calling for help. We can get her help, but she's thinking it's CenturyLink, and it's not.
Right.
Well, we're not going to Nancy Guthrie her. Just take it easy.
Oh my God, Shannon!
What?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, Tom here wants to put another 83-year-old woman in a trunk and drive her off. I'm like, come on, man. Help her out. Here we go.
App that's red-pilled America.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, and we are solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. For those who texting me, you agree, of course. It's nothing that CenturyLink is doing on their end. She's got an email client of some kind. I mean, let's just say it might be Outlook, it might be Gmail, it might be whatever interfaces with CenturyLink. And maybe there is an Apple, maybe there is a mail product. Yeah, there is something called Mail on her computer. There is with an Apple. And then what you do is you configure that. Somebody must have set that up for her where they configure the CenturyLink email. But within the Apple program, there are settings to view HTML or view plain text or whatever. And I am positive that, and she's not doing it right. I'm positive. Now, I have a guy, Charlie Dunham, that used to help me all the time, Colorado Computers. He's a good guy, and perhaps he can help her. We might want to refer Charlie Dunham to her, Kachina. Johnny, Welcome to the show. I'm Tom Martino. What's going on with what's going on, Johnny?
Man, this is embarrassing. But 2 years ago, I have reel-to-reels, and I have recordings on those reel-to-reels, and I had one that was broken. So this guy.
Now, what was broken? The reel-to-reel tape deck?
Yes.
Okay.
And this guy advertised that, "Do you have any old recording machines that you need to be fixed? I can do it." I said, "Fantastic." So I called him up. He came over. He looked at it.
So
I videotaped.
Okay. So you called this woman to come over to your house to fix your reel-to-reel.
Guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said she. Okay. Okay. So you called a technician to come to your house to fix the reel-to-reel.
Yes.
Okay.
And he looked it over and said, he said, "I can fix this. We just need to order this part, and it'll be as good as new." And I said, "Fantastic." But he said, "But I need you to cash at me $100, so when it comes in, I can cover the cost and get it back to you."
Yeah. So wait a minute. So this clown that came to your house, I need to ask a question. Where did you find him? How did you find him?
It's been so long. I think it was somewhere, maybe on the internet, or maybe I did a search for it.
Was this 2 years ago that you paid him? Are you calling? Has it been 2 years?
Yeah, because I kept calling because you have faith in people that they're business people. They're going to do what they say and mean what they say.
Okay.
And I'm just
2 years ago. Is he still advertising?
I have his number, and I can check because I just got tired of calling and him saying, "Well, we're still waiting on the parts. We're still waiting on the parts."
Yeah, right. Okay.
Right.
So you found him online. What is his name? What's the name of his company?
Well, he's Jose Garria, and let's see.
How much did you pay him?
$100.
$100. Okay.
$100. Right. So it wasn't like, I made $100 over and over again and again, but it's just the fact that what if somebody?
I know. It sucks. It sucks. Well, I'd like to try calling him. I'd like you to give us the number. Hey, Bo, are you at the studio?
Yes, I am all day.
Why don't you call that number Johnny has, and let's see what they say. I mean, my God, he never tried to call you back, Johnny? It was always you that reached out to him?
Yeah, and I think he might have called me back once, but those messages I've changed phones.
Yeah.
But I kept this number.
Damn, this sounds terrible.
And I don't know. Maybe I should have known better. Maybe I should have just said, I'll take the machine to your place. But since he came to my place, he sort of had you cornered.
Did he? By the way, did he take the deck with him, or do you still have your? He took it?
No, he took it with him.
Oh, no. So not only did he take $100, he took the deck with him.
Yes.
He didn't return it?
He still...
He never returned it.
Yeah, I'll call him during the break.
Okay.
Johnny,
that's
get
crazy.
Johnny's number.
Yeah, get Johnny's number. And Johnny, we're going to call you and then make a call to this guy. So this guy basically stole your deck.
Why?
Man,
that's not good.
No. And how did you say you found him again?
I think it was over the internet because, his name popped up. He's ranked high in the Google. So his name popped up. And I didn't put, maybe I did put because I have his name listed here, but maybe I did put down the name of the company he was going under.
Give me his name again. I want to spell it. What is his name? I want other people to be aware of it. What's his name?
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, give me his name. We got to have his name.
Because I'm working out, so let me
okay.
start my chat machine here. Second.
Oh, he's working out. Good guy working out. Yep.
Yeah. off a second. I'm sorry.
I had to take a 2-week break from working out because I had a little procedure. But hey, working out's a good thing.
It's just Jose Guerrera.
What?
It's what I remembered.
Durrell?
Jose Guerrera.
Guerrera. What's his first name? Guerrera.
Jose.
Jose Guerrera. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to put that down. Jose Guerrera. And then we'll see. What's the name of his company?
Oh, it's Real to Real Repair.
Wait a minute. His company actually is called Real to Real Repair?
Yes.
Honest to goodness, Real to Real Repair. I can't believe that. He actually advertises that. Okay. Let's take a break and see where this clown is. Let's have Bo try to shake him up. All right, so hang on. And then, Ryan, we'll talk about your quit claim deed coming up. I want to tell you about this, the guaranteed lowest price for a furnace right now. GLP, guaranteed lowest price, Renew Home Innovations.com, 303-904-2000. He says he'll not just match, he'll beat any price, the lowest price guaranteed, 303-904-2000.
Thank you.
Okay, and I have that.
And how much time? I know there's nothing here, so how much time?
6.
6. Okay, thank you. I'm going to just put that down on my little trusty thing and go get coffee.
Jose Guerrero, he's expected to do really big things in the downhill this winter.
He's not a skater, is he?
Skier. Or he did really good singing there at the halftime show yesterday. Jose Guerrero?
No, that's not. That was our case.
Isn't that Bad Puppy?
Somebody else. All right, go get your coffee. Maybe make it a double.
I can't believe the name.
Jose Guerrera.
Well, that's racist. What do you mean you can't believe the name?
Your mic's on in case they talk to you. I'll sit.
Okay.
You don't want anything, right?
No, thanks. Yeah.
Well, it makes up for Tom.
Hi, Dr. Joel.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Can you give Tom whatever they gave Biden before a debate?
That's
Mike.
What? Crank him up.
Before a big speech?
He's got 3.5 more hours of this.
You're horrible.
Yeah, I know. This just in. I have the teletype here. This just handed to me. Shannon is horrible. Yeah, no kidding.
Well, no shit.
Shocker. Yep.
You've been horrible for years.
Yeah, well, being great didn't work, so I'm trying this now. Although I did have quite the mouthful of wieners yesterday, Kelly.
Okay.
I did the 7, no problem.
Okay.
And then I went and ordered another 7, and this time they put it in a to-go container, and I took a hint. Apparently the rule didn't apply anymore, dine in only. They're like, no, go ahead and leave. You're good. Go ahead.
Where'd you go?
Wiener Schnitzel, Colorado Springs.
Oh, damn.
Dr. Joel?
Yeah.
Suck.
Yeah, Shannon drove all the way to Colorado Springs just to get 7 hot dogs.
Well, it was $1 a chili dog.
Oh, but it was $1 a piece, so it was well worth the drive.
Because the Wiener Schnitzel, and the deal only applies at the Wiener Schnitzel, and there's only the one in Colorado Springs. There's also one in Fountain, but I didn't go that far.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember seeing a Wiener Schnitzel anywhere in Colorado.
They're the best.
There used to be one on
Has
Broadway.
a beautiful view of Pikes Peak. I mean, I don't know where else I'd rather stuff myself with wieners.
So did you buy 7 and then bring 7 home and put them in the break room?
No. Well, I could have kept going, but no, I bought 7, finished those in there, then bought another 7.
No, you're lying.
Are they in the break room refrigerator, Shannon?
12. I could have eaten 14, but I have this mild mental illness where I can't enjoy myself anywhere for a long period of time, so I have to leave. Then I went to Garden of the Gods, thought I'd munch a few more wieners there. There was quite a lot of Durka Muhammad jihad climbing the rocks.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, got the Super Bowl going on. That's where most of the Americans are home watching the game. And so, man, it was a lot of foreign cats climbing rocks. All I could think is,
climb rocks?
well, I mean, they have rocks where they came from too, and it was really, God, it was a beautiful day. Garden of the Gods. Oh.
Holy crap.
Yep. And then came back up here and watched the Turning Point USA halftime show and fell asleep. That was it.
I did watch the Turning Point USA show.
Yep. That was all right. It
I
was
did not
obviously
watch
pretty
that,
good.
but because the entire
Real to
game
real.
Uh-huh.
was so bad.
Really?
Shannon, it was terrible.
I couldn't imagine.
I mean, I'm a football fan,
Uh-huh.
and I was bored.
Oh.
I fell asleep during the second quarter.
No.
It was like, God.
Okay.
12-3.
Which
a
was
while.
which was almost Wiener Schnitzel's score. Well, I would have been up 12.
Well, apparently you were.
I did. I was 12-0. And then I saved 2 of them for breakfast today.
Oh, can I have one?
No, all gone. Oh my God, I wouldn't share a chili dog with somebody.
Kelly, did you get Johnny's phone number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
I'm going to come in and get it. I'm going to call during the top of the hour.
Well, or I can text it to you.
Okay. I'm anxious to call this guy.
You just do hormone. You just
Well,
do
it's chili
testosterone, right?
dog.
Right.
Yeah, it's easy. That was easy. Like I say, sitting still for any length of time was hard. God, I should be doing something. I should be somewhere else.
I wish I was there. But I can only average maybe 2.
Do women use it?
We don't treat women.
You don't?
No.
At least not well.
Not for not for
that's my
testosterone.
For
That's my
testosterone.
job.
For testosterone.
Oh, that makes sense, Dr. Joel.
Yes.
Oh, they were glorious. They're small. I mean, they're small, but
I have a good question for Dr. Joel, Tom, on the air.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's about the, I
oh,
want
don't
to ask,
it's a tease. There we go.
TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Don't forget Water Pros. WaterPros.net. You will get the best drinking water system, triple filter, reverse osmosis, for the best price, guaranteed lowest price anywhere, because plumbers can't touch it. WaterPros.net. It's $1,100 fully installed at your kitchen sink, and you'll never buy bottled water again. 303-862-5554, WaterPros.net. Okay, so Ryan has an issue with a quit claim deed. A quit claim deed, often called quick, as a because they mispronounce it and it's quick. The process is quick, but it's actually a quit claim. And what a quit claim deed does is you say, I'm going to quit my claim to this property and I'm going to give my claim to you. So whatever I own, here's what it says. It doesn't say I own this property or I own a part of this property and I'm going to deed it to you. What it says technically is whatever I own in this property, I will deed to you. It doesn't guarantee anything. So I could literally give someone a quit claim deed to the Empire State Building, and I would be legal. I could give them a quit claim deed because what it's saying is if Tom Martino has a claim, he's going to quit it, and now it belongs to Ryan. Anyway, Ryan, I just wanted to explain why a quit claim deed. It's a very quick way to transfer ownership, but it doesn't guarantee ownership. What's going on with you?
Well, actually, that's the first time I've ever heard that, and but unbeknownst to me, on November 4th, these individuals went and quit claim deeded my house over to their to themselves.
Right.
And the taxes, I wouldn't even have known until last Monday. When
So
my
they
property
they forged your name and made it look like you quit claimed your home to them.
Yes, well, they not only did that, but they had a power of attorney forged too. And you can openly see that this isn't my name. I mean, my signatures.
So right now, do you have a loan on this house?
Yes, I had an equity loan on that house. Yes.
Okay. So right now, if you do an O&E, which is ownership and encumbrances search, if you do an O&E, would you show the owners being them or you?
Them.
So are they claiming they own your home? Have they called you about it? How did you find out about it?
The only reason I found out, Tom, is because last Monday my property taxes showed up in her name.
Okay. Do you know this woman?
Huh?
Do you know this woman?
I've met her like twice. This real charming individual.
Well, hold on. That means a lot. Now, what do you mean you met her twice? Did you date her? Did you have any kind? Okay, what do you mean? Did you meet her before November 4th?
Yes, but she's this guy that's involved that did this fake power of attorney to get all this accomplished is her boyfriend, and he used to be a friend of mine, I thought.
Okay, so this woman forged a quit claim deed, and you have to have it put back.
Yes, and I mean, Tom, let me emphasize the work that I've put in since last Monday doing this. I have I filed the police report. Like I did everything the internet tells you to do. When the situation happened.
And by the way, for those listening, who said, well, if you had title lock, this wouldn't have happened, is absolutely wrong. It would have happened even with title lock. All title lock does is makes you aware of anything being recorded. It does not prevent things from being recorded. So the name title lock is a misnomer. But it would notify you saying, hey, somebody is trying to file something against your house. And there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of counties do that free of charge. And I don't know why you didn't get an email or a letter from the county when they did this back in November 4th.
Yeah, I honestly, I went down to the clerk of recorder's office, and this whole situation is I'm a fish out of water here, but I mean, my first response is because they said that I quit claim deeded this house and sold it to them for $10.
Okay.
My house is appraised at $420,000.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. But they've never said a word to you. What were they hoping? That you would die and it goes to them? I mean, what is their end game? Do you know? What is their end game?
I believe I had some legal situations, and from
what legal situation?
I can't emphasize what's going on in their mind.
What legal situation did you have?
I was fighting a case which is to be dismissed on Friday out of Denver, and I'm thinking that they were hoping I went to jail.
Now, when what kind of case are you fighting, by the way?
It is felony menacing with a simulated weapon.
Okay, and you're sure it's going to be dismissed?
It's according to my attorney, that's when you called me earlier. I was actually on.
When did you get charged with this? Like, how did this happen? There's a reason I'm asking. When did this felony menacing happen?
Last summer.
Okay. So why do you think that has anything to do with the fact that they showed up? Now, so you had a felony menacing, and where did you meet this woman? What were the circumstances you met this woman?
The only reason I met her is because she is his girlfriend, and like I said, I've met her.
Well, who is he? Okay, so who is he that you knew him?
He used to be a friend of mine, I thought.
Was he dating your friend? Was she dating your friend?
Yeah, they're a couple. They're a couple, yes.
So you met the woman before because are they married?
No.
Okay.
And I mean, if this will give you this is an ongoing investigation through Weld County Police Department or the Greeley Police Department and the federal, I guess, from what I'm understanding. However, it was informed to me by the investigator the other day that he has contacted her, and her first response was, oh, it was some kind of business transaction. Then she kind of leaned towards something else, and then she says, I have nothing to say. I'm contacting my attorney.
Okay, so this woman is the girlfriend of your friend, and what did he do? Yeah. What was his part in this?
His name is on this power of attorney that's just ridiculous.
What does that mean? So in other words, they're claiming that he had power of attorney and he did the signing for you.
Yes. And that he is, I'm getting, from what I'm gathering, because you have to understand something. This is not, this is completely, you don't think things like this are going to happen until they're, happening. I mean, my neighbors.
We're gonna give you some good news. We're gonna get an attorney on to talk about this, okay? And he knows.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so really, this was this is where people try to steal houses. It happens. It does happen. And again, that doesn't mean they're going to get to keep your house. We're going to talk about this very specifically coming up. Can you read my mind, Kachina?
I can. Brad O'Brien.
I think I can maybe get the Florida guy.
The Florida guy.
The guy. Yeah, the guy who used to do
Florida guy. What? Why a Florida guy? Are you listening? Are you on the same planet as I am? Are you listening to the show? What are you talking about, Florida guy? Not. We're talking about an attorney here in Denver. Hello?
Okay, Brad O'Brien. I'll get him.
Tell me what, Shannon, would you help me understand what she was talking about? Some Florida guy? Seriously.
Maybe she thought it was a moving company.
No, I was talking about the guy who does
Okay. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. She'll be talking when we get back. Compass Insurance Group will do free insurance checkups. Call them. And you're going to save money about 80% of the time. They can save you money. And they'll be honest with you. It's Compass Insurance Group, theinsurancehelpcenter.com, 303-996-9000.
Don't ever ask her to do that again.
I have no idea what she was talking about. Some Florida guy.
She was thinking timeshare.
What the fuck does that have to do with this?
Why? Stop involving Kelly.
But all lanes are.
That'll teach you, son of a bitch.
Put across.
And I gotta sit here.
Construction zones.
God almighty.
Santa Fe at Mississippi. That's been a kind of a sore spot for quite some time. If you're a southbounder coming through, it will.
I'd ask for a raise, but I don't want to work harder.
To start up, but we have not seen a closure on I-70 at the bottom of Floyd Hill. US 6 west of Golden, though, with ongoing work there, is backing up traffic quite a bit. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll share the story of how an unlikely alliance brought about religious freedom. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
If you need a criminal defense attorney for any issue, large or small, go to Joe Lazzara. He does free initial consultations always, and then he'll give you a flat rate for your entire case. Call him at the first sign of trouble, 303-429-6200, free consultations, 429-6200. All right, you want to be a landlord, but you don't want to do it in Denver where it's a pain in the ass. You want to do it in a market where they're friendly to landlords, where houses appreciate, and where you're not going to be in a big negative cash flow. That's what Vestera Turnkey does. They find rentals in promising markets. They help you acquire that rental. They're buying brokers. They help you hook up with a management company to rent the house out. And then they help you every day you own it until you sell it. in about 2 to 3 years for profit. That's the entire system. Call for details 303 888 3788 888 3788 VesteraTurnkey.com.
That is
Wow, quit claim deeds. I didn't make him feel stupid, did I? No, he wasn't. Yeah. I want to get someone on for him. The guy from Florida, preferably, or maybe the guy from Africa. Maybe he would be.
Oh, my God. Kiss my ass.
If you're getting a divorce and there's a mud hut that needs to be divvied up.
You suck, Shannon.
Uh-huh. I wish somebody would.
Hey, let's all be nice to each other.
We are. What are you talking about?
Hey.
I'm trying to find something very, very large to throw at Shannon right now. That's nice.
And she still wants me to ride her home.
That's true, too.
Oh.
Are you eating, Shannon?
Yep, he sure is.
Can you hear me chewing?
Yeah. Yes.
Like we hear you sniffle and sip all the time?
Hey.
That's weird. It's true.
You're going on my lawsuit.
Uh-huh.
It would be nice if we could get Brad O'Brien on. Oh, no, this is the end of the hour, isn't it?
Well.
I'm trying to get him. Hold on.
Thank you. Is he in Florida?
Okay. Stop.
Mm-mm.
All right, I will. I like you, Kelly, but I like to make fun of you, too.
I know. It's a very, very big primetime business over here.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Wow. It's a primetime business. All right.
Who knows what you mean?
I'm going to turn on my disco lights.
You have to run a warning on YouTube. Flashing lights may cause seizures.
Only for Princess. Where is Princess?
I don't know where she is, a little brat. Kitty.
Oh my God. What the hell are you watching?
Somebody quote America's poet, Kid Rock.
Yeah, Ba Wata Ba, or whatever the hell that song is.
Yeah.
Kid Rock's my buddy.
That was a lot of fun.
He's
Jumping around.
awesome. He did great.
Yep.
I didn't see it.
That's all right.
It was pretty good.
I was watching Naughty Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Did you see Leslie Vaughn, or what's her name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay Vaughn?
God, it was terrible.
Oh God, that was horrific.
Broken like a spaghetti.
iHeartRadio app.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Listen, a note on the quit claim deeds, people. It wouldn't be a bad idea to yearly do a check of your title, have a title company run an O&E, and just check ownership and all of that. But here's what I don't like about the title lock, okay? You know, you pay so much. I think you're paying $20 or more a month, And all they do is monitor who tries to record against your house. There's nothing wrong with that service, okay? They monitor people trying to record something on your house. They do not prevent it from being recorded. All they do is monitor it and let you know. Now, here's another thing to know, and that is when it is recorded, that doesn't mean someone now owns your home, okay? It doesn't. And and Title Lock does not help you if someone records it on your home. They don't do anything. All they do is notify you. And many counties are starting this service free of charge. All right, I have Dr. Joel Cherdak with us from denverregen.com. We talked about stem cell therapy. I have a quick question here. They also do testosterone replacement therapy, TRT for short. Somebody wants to know, what is the optimum number you want for your testosterone? The floating isn't the free testosterone the one they quote from 375 to 1500 or what?
So
Okay,
there's
so
a quick
let's
answer.
talk about that.
Okay.
What's the number you want?
So, the optimal level for most men, we're going to try to get them between 800 and 1100.
Perfect, and I'm glad you said that. I'll tell you why. You can go to a doctor, and I did, and they said you're normal, and I said I am. Then I went to another doctor who said, no, you're not normal. And here's the difference. If you guys out there, 60 and older, or even younger, it doesn't matter, but 60 and older especially, if you go to a doctor and they take your testosterone and it's around 300 or 250, they'll tell you it's normal. What they mean is normal for your age.
Right.
No one who wants to be normal for your age. That's like saying it's normal, to be an old bent over, you know what I'm saying. It's that I don't want to be normal.
You want to
I
be
want to
normal
be.
for your age until you're about
I want to
30.
be optimized.
Yeah.
And that is, and I'm serious about that. It's very important that you optimize the hormone. You don't just replace it, but you optimize it. So if you're told you're normal by a regular doctors, they don't know anything about hormone replacement. In fact, some of them discourage testosterone therapy on the mistaken notion that it causes cancer. How the hell did they get that? Where'd that come from, Joel?
There was like one study that came out that was measuring it in men like over 65.
And it was debunked, right?
And it was debunked because it wasn't higher than the normal incidence of heart incidents in that age cohort. They just said, because these guys were on testosterone, they happen to have heart issues. It was because of the testosterone. Recent research suggests actually the opposite.
That testosterone protects you against cancer.
Your prostate from cancer.
My oncologist was very, very supportive of me going back on testosterone therapy after my cancer.
Yes.
So we have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Call us, please, 303-713-TALK.
Fabulous.
All right, I may step away from the buffet.
All right, Ryan, I have our real estate attorney on, so
You're
just
welcome
be
to stretch
patient
your legs,
with me
brother.
over the break, and he'll be right on, okay? Uh-huh.
I'm fine. Thank you, Tom. I'm super low maintenance guy.
Okay, I'm not trying to get in trouble here. It's been in the news lately. I shouldn't.
I'm going to call Johnny up.
You think Joel can get us some adrenochrome?
Johnny.
Okay, Kelly, now
Okay.
By the way, you get a break. I'm off Thursday because I got to go to the eye doctor.
I think I'm gone Friday.
No, I'm here for.
Well, I'm gone Friday. I think it's Friday. Could be. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, maybe it's the week after. I got the handicap skier thing in Winter Park.
Oh, I always love that event.
You're not handicapped. Oh, I guess technically, yeah.
Are you gonna ride me home tomorrow?
Maybe.
Johnny just texted me his phone number. Just text it to my cell phone and I'll call his ass. All right, as soon as you text it, I'm going to call him.
Killed him. Pretty darn excited about Italian food tonight.
Yeah, where are you going, Shannon, for
Same
Italian
place.
food?
Mm-hmm. For the last 16 years.
All right. All right.
You know, that same thing that you're talking about, that same idea
But
of
it's in Boulder, right?
optimizing what your body can do.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing behind peptides. Also, like that's the same thing behind it. Like with the growth hormone stimulating peptides, it's optimizing your body's output of growth hormone. With even with GLP-1s, it's optimizing your body's GLP-1 production. So the whole kind of
I did not.
anti-aging
Since he stopped there.
philosophy.
Based, right.
That's the guiding principle of it.
Figured you'd have something in common with him.
That's interesting that your oncologist encouraged you to go back on testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a lot of sense. I'm just glad to hear that, like, the mainstream medical and society is a proponent of that.
They don't necessarily. I'm going to turn this off.
Oh, is he turning off the speaker, Kelly?
Cone of silence.
Hello?
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice,
For
so
growth.
you don't have to lose.
For growth.
We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help come
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. We are rocking and rolling today. Hey, by the way, I just want to say that I like the Bad Bunny show. I liked it. I mean, I didn't see the big deal. I think we get all shook up. Everything, everyone overreacts. Both sides overreact. And there's really not both sides. I think you do have your extremists on right and left, but then you have a lot of people mixing in between. But I didn't see anything wrong with Bad Bunny's performance or show. It wasn't spitting in America's face. I don't know. I mean, what is the big deal? I wish somebody could tell me. I don't know what the big deal is. I do know that WaterPros has a big deal. WaterPros.net. I'm telling you, okay, in case you don't know, these guys are the absolute best. Okay, there's just no way to say it otherwise. They know the most about, Paul the Waterman knows more about water than anyone in the world. He'll bore you to tears if you want him to, or if you're interested in it, he's an encyclopedia. Listen to this. Whole house, water softening, whole house with a filter, reverse osmosis, $46.95. They have all kinds of specials. 303-862-5554. WaterPros.net. Okay, Ryan, Brad O'Brien is with us, and I'm going to bring Ryan up, and I'll summarize Ryan's problem. But Brad O'Brien is O'Brien Legal Services, and they do real estate law. O'Brien Legal Services. I'll give out his number after the call here. But Brad, Ryan found out, I don't know how he found out, but it doesn't matter. He found out that back in November of last year, a woman and a man scammed him. Here's what happened. The man and his girlfriend knew Ryan, but Ryan did not know what they were up to behind the scenes. But here's what happened. Ryan had some legal problems. He was being charged with felony menacing. And Ryan thinks that these two people believed they could take advantage of him because of that and steal his house. So the man forged a power of attorney, and he quit-claimed Ryan's home over to his girlfriend for $10. So that's the picture. Ryan found out recently that on November 4th, 2025, a guy pretended to have a power of attorney from Ryan and signed a quitclaim deed, quitclaiming his home over to a woman. So now Ryan calls me in a panic saying, they stole my home. I don't own my home I don't own it anymore. What can he do? I mean, there's got to be more to it. Otherwise, everyone would simply go to the courthouse. They'd pick a house they like and quit claim it. There's got to be some brakes on this or some guardrails. Brad O'Brien, what about it?
Well, it sounds like just a case of a forgery, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, you can go to court and bring a a case to set aside the fraudulent conveyance. It's fraud based on forgery, and have that the quitclaim deed that was recorded extinguished as a record title based on forgery.
What is a quiet title action? We hear that expression. What does that mean?
It's a court action asking the court to resolve some question about the title of real estate.
Could it be done in this case, a quiet title action?
Yes.
And what I want to know is, how do you prove something's a forgery? Isn't it good enough for him to say, listen, I never quitclaimed my house to anybody?
Well, he'd bring a claim against these people who, if he can identify them, he'd name them as defendants and make them a party to the action. And if they can be found, let them defend themselves against those claims. And if they can't, then he would at least give evidence to the court that these are forgeries, and he might prove that that's not his signature. Also, there must have been a notary that was forged as well, right?
Now, that's what I wanted to ask Ryan. What has to be notarized, Brad? Does the power of attorney have to be notarized?
Well, yes, the power of attorney. Yep.
Okay, so, and what about the actual quitclaim deed? Does that have to be notarized?
Yes, but that would have notarized the power of attorney person's signature, not his signature.
Okay, so was there a notary involved, Ryan?
Yes, there was, and I've received all of her information. And the biggest thing I was told is,
does she know them? Was she in on the scam?
Yes, and she was also the one. She not only forged these or notarized these documents, she's also the one that showed up at the courthouse and filed this quitclaim deed. And I pulled all everything's dated and time stamped, and I pulled all video footage and turned it over to the police department.
But
that I in no way had whatsoever had anything to do with this.
Okay, you're going to need. I would use an attorney on this one, Ryan. I would use Brad O'Brien. This is precisely the kind of thing he does. I would not try to do this alone, Ryan.
I know, and my thing was, Tom, I've been told by everybody, including the police, that I needed a real estate attorney. I just financially couldn't do it. So I've been doing everything by myself.
Okay,
and my biggest worry was that I asked the police this. I said, what am I supposed to do if I'm out doing something and they show up at my house and tell me to get out, or they take a loan out on my house, or there's so many things they can do, and I can't even say anything about it.
Well, they're going to have trouble taking a loan out because the mortgage company usually wants more than a quitclaim deed. They want a general warranty deed usually. Isn't that right, Brad?
Well, his mortgage, Ryan's mortgage, wants to get paid off, and if they weren't paid off, they're still in first position.
Yeah. Do you have a mortgage on it, Ryan?
No, there's no mortgage, but there was the equity. I did an equity investment to Point, and which in all reality is a loan.
Right.
I have contacted them.
How much do you have borrowed on that equity loan?
$81,000.
Okay, and your house is worth $400, you said.
Yeah, about $425.
Okay. Listen, you may have to borrow a little more because you need an attorney. Do not do this alone, Ryan. At least call Brad O'Brien and get a consultation. This is too important, man. This is too important. Do you think they're going to fight it? Do you think they're going to actually fight it and claim that you did truly do this, or what? What do you think?
To be honest with you, Tom, I have no idea. I have not had any contact with them for months, and I went down because, I was, of course, worried about them showing up at my house after I found out and trying to evict me or take some things out. So I filed temporary
restraining
orders against
okay.
Both of them. They are temporary, and their address that they give on all the police work is in Aurora, and I'm supposed to be responsible for serving them these protection orders or having them served, which I can't financially do.
Well,
I don't know if
Ryan, you're going to have to do it. That equity line, can you still borrow on it, or is it closed? Is it maxed out?
It's not only, I don't know if it's maxed out. I never got into that, but
well, when you took out the equity line of credit, did it have a certain amount on there, or was it only for one fixed amount?
It was for one fixed.
Okay.
I believe they contacted me later on.
What did you do with the money?
What's that?
What did you do with the money?
I spent it on my daughter. I got a vehicle. I got.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you did get the money.
I have a question, Tom.
Go ahead, Bo.
Ryan,
yes.
You should be able to go to your mortgage company, since you don't have funds right now, and see if they could help you expunge this fraudulent quitclaim.
You mean with more? That's what you mean with more money? Borrow more money?
Not borrow more money, but tell the mortgage company I have
a
fraudulent document, because it would be
maybe their attorney wants the bank's attorney wants to preserve their collateral.
Yeah, because it's a risk for them, Tom.
Not a bad idea. That's one avenue.
Ryan, you should call the Colorado Notary Board and file a complaint this afternoon against this person that fraudulently notarized. That's a felony.
Yeah, you got a good case here, Ryan, but you got to take matters into your own hands. First and foremost, you need to contact your lender. Who's your lender? Who?
Point Equity.
Okay, you need to contact them. And I would call Brad O'Brien, 720-370-7388. O'Brien Legal Services, olslaw.com, olslaw.com. That's O'Brien Legal Services, 720-370-7388.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
The U.S. men's ice hockey team will make its Olympic debut Thursday against Latvia. American Matthew Tkachuk says this is a surreal experience.
It's over. It's kind of crazy. So really enjoying the experience so far and having a lot of fun.
Team USA figure skating is celebrating a second straight Olympic gold medal in the team event after edging Japan by a single point. Individual events begin today.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
You know, Vestera Turnkey has been helping people become landlords. It's a program where they help you own a rental in a promising market that they've heavily researched. They help you with management companies. They help you with the transaction. Then when it comes time to sell, in anywhere from 2 to 3 years, you sell for a profit. It is an equity play, short term, really around 3 years. Now you can 1031 into another house if you want, but they'll tell you their entire program. Call them 303-888-3788, 888-3788, VesteraTurnkey.com.
Thank you.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today, 720-915-3000. That's 720-915-3000. Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Criminal defense, DUI, or other charges. Free initial consultations. Flat rate pricing. Joseph A. Lazzara, 303-429-6200. LazzaraLegal.com, LAZZARA. Joe Lazara, 303-429-6200.
Farmers and ranchers, when it's time to buy or sell ag equipment, think Purple Wave Auction. We're your go-to online marketplace for tractors, combines, sprayers, and more. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Experience the Purple Wave difference. Nationwide reach with a local touch. Purple Wave Auction. Whether you're expanding your operation or streamlining your fleet, we've got you covered. Visit purplewave.com today. Fuel your farm with Purple Wave Auction.
I'm Tom Martino, and I love it when the Broncos are freezing teams out in the fourth quarter, but freezing is never good at home when that furnace quits. Let Fix It 24/7 warm things up faster than a Broncos touchdown with their guaranteed same-day service, or your diagnosis is free. Fix It 24/7. Hometown partners of the Denver Broncos. Same-day comfort all season long. FixMyHome.com. Book now.
When you're having trouble, fix it 24/7. We'll be there on the Bronco. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting holds your recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Play stop, terms and conditions apply with earnings promotion.
Do you have caregiving experience as a parent, teacher, nanny, coach, or in another similar role? Hop's Gift Drive is looking for experienced caregivers who want to help students in their community by driving them to and from school. Earn up to $50 per ride with Hop's Gift Drive's welcome promotion, all while helping.
Johnny, did you give him your reel-to-reel tape deck 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Wow. I'm just sending him a text.
Drive to 323232 to get started right now. Hop's Gift Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text Drive to 323232 right now. Text Drive to 323232 and start earning up to $50 per ride during Hop's Gift Drive's welcome promotion period. That's Drive to 323232. Text Drive to 323232 now.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showing, no double move. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Partly sunny skies for your Monday. Maybe temperatures degrees and a bit of a breeze at times. I'm Fox 31 Pittsburgh Weather Team meteorologist Kylie. This report is sponsored by the Carol Markowitz Show. Hey, I'm Carol Markowitz. This week I sit down with Yehuda Beamer and Ben Ferguson to talk culture, politics, and the fight shaping America right now. Conversations we don't hear anywhere else. Listen and subscribe to the Carol Markowitz Show on the iHeartRadio app,
Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, let's talk to John. I'm Tom Martino. John, what's going on with you?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for taking the call.
Yes, sir.
So I have a 2025 GMC Sierra 2500, and it's got about 7,500 miles on it. We bought it when it had
brand new, man.
4,500. It was it's a loaner at the dealer, and just recently a noise has kind of cropped up in the engine that I don't think sounds right, but I've taken it back there twice, and they keep telling me it's nothing.
It's not a diesel, is it?
No, it's a 6.6 gasoline, and it's to me it sounds like a rod knocking. Goes away when it warms up, and they've attributed it to like piston slap when it's cold, but to me that would make a different noise.
Well, it's under warranty. What are they doing for you? It's under warranty. What are they doing for you? It's a pretty obvious question. What the hell are they doing?
Nothing. I've taken it back there twice, and they just keep telling me it's nothing. It's not that it's normal, and to me it doesn't sound normal. So what I'm looking for is somebody unbiased in Colorado Springs that I can get an honest opinion from. That's not a dealer.
Honest, accurate auto.
So. Honest, Accurate Auto?
Yeah, they're great people.
All right.
Honest, Accurate
right, so I'll
Auto,
take it down to them.
and they'll give you a good indication. So you want to make sure it's nothing serious. But you know what? Though, do this as well. Keep those invoices from the service department that has your complaint on there of a knocking, because if it goes out of warranty, and you can show back when it had 7,500 miles, you were complaining about this, I think you'd have an argument for getting it fixed. Okay. Now, I'm not saying to rely on that, but that's something you definitely want to keep, because we've had people in the past who've complained about things. The dealer poo-hoos it. They don't fix it. Later on, they have major problems. And because the consumer had the invoices, the consumer could show where they had complained about a similar issue years ago, and they were able to extend that warranty and get it covered. Again, that's just a fails. That is just another lifeboat for you. But I also want you to take it to an independent mechanic. That is actually the right thing to do, John. Even if it costs you a couple bucks, get an honest opinion. And if they find something wrong with it, then you can also take it to another dealer. You're not tied to one dealer. You can go to another dealer and get it fixed. Dealers get paid from the manufacturer for warranty work. So you think they would want to do it if it was something, but the dealer basically says it's not throwing a code or anything?
No, it's not throwing any codes, but it's if I was listening to an old, Chevy 350 or small block, I'd say there was a rod knocking.
Really? It sounds like a rod knock. Okay. Yeah, take it over to Honest Accurate Auto. Tell Jesse that we referred him, because I want to see what happens. I really do. I think that you're going to get an honest, accurate opinion from Honest Accurate Auto. Seriously. Thank you for calling. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. You know what? We have Joel Cherdak with us from DenverRegen.com. Now, they do a number of things. They do stem cell therapy. I had that done for two things. Back pain. They relieve my back pain to a degree where I was really doing fine right before surgery. Now, they didn't cure my problem because it was too far gone, but it got me out of pain. And I could have gone a lot longer without going to surgery, but I wanted to get the surgery done. Then the other thing they do is they do hair replenishment. And it's amazing how my hair filled in, Joel. It's just amazing. And that they use what? You use PRP.
We use PRP. We use stem cells.
Your own stem cells plus some regenerative stuff you have shipped in, right?
MVT, microvascular tissue, which is FDA-approved product for wound healing, but it helps grow blood vessels. It grows new blood vessels.
So you do that. So you do a tri mix, really.
Right. And we
PRP, regen stuff, and then my own stem cells.
Right. Your own stem cells, exosomes, PRP, and microvascular tissue.
4 things. Wow.
4 things over the course of 3 treatments separated 1 month apart.
Exosomes is really, they are really gaining popularity. Can you explain what an exosome is?
Yeah, an exosome is the chemical signal that's produced by stem cells is the easiest way to explain it. So exosome
does it stimulate your own stem cells to the area, or does it actually carry healing qualities within itself?
It carries healing qualities within itself. So it can cause your cells to go back into a growth phase. It'll signal to your cells to proliferate, to grow, to rejuvenate, to repair tissue.
Okay, so this replenishes hair. Does it just revive dead follicles? What is it doing?
It does exactly that. It revives, it increases the blood flow to the dormant follicles. So that's the cause of hair loss, is lack of blood flow to the hair follicles.
Now, I always had thin hair, and my hair is still thin. It doesn't thicken your hair, but what it does is, let's just say every other hair follicle, it just grew one next to it. I mean, or it woke it up. It woke up because you could see my scalp pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, it worked. I also had my back done. And I think those are the only 2 things I had done, stem cell therapy for that and that. And then somebody wants to know, why doesn't insurance cover it? I mean, this is an age-old question. Insurance tries to get out of everything. They call it experimental. Do you think there's any way it'll ever be accepted? I mean, like chiropractors were never accepted. Now they are.
It's kind of the same thing. So in order for the insurance companies to cover it, they need randomized controlled peer-reviewed study.
So it's going to be millions of dollars.
Right. So typically, it's a pharmaceutical company or a medical device manufacturing company.
But because
that will fund these.
But because you're getting the stem cells out of yourself, there's no big drug company that can make money on it.
Exactly.
So because you don't have a big pharmaceutical making money, you don't have a big pharmaceutical put money into research. And as a result, then they will still call it experimental.
Correct.
That sucks. That really does. Anyway, people, they can't take insurance because insurance won't pay it. What about medical savings accounts?
Yes, absolutely. We can take that. FSA, HSA.
So you can get qualified money to pay for this.
Absolutely. And we do that all the time.
So that is, for a lot of people, that could be like a 30% increase in their benefit. In other words, you take the money out of your paycheck, people, and put it away in a health savings account, and you can use that to pay for the procedure and never pay tax on it.
That's correct.
So that's called using qualified money for healthcare, and that's a good feature. Do a lot of people do that? Do they know they can do it?
Well, we tell everybody when we talk to them on a consultation that we can do that. But yes, we try to remember to mention that as much as possible.
Okay. And DenverRegen.com is here if you have any questions for them. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. K&H Home Solutions. I love these people around 65 years. And I love it because they also now have painters, and painters are in high demand. So go to K&H Windows for window siding, doors, and more. They also have K&H Painting Pros, khwindows.com.
6 minutes.
All right, thank you. Today's a light day for spring.
All right.
Be right back. You don't want anything still, huh?
No, I'm fine. Thanks, Tom.
All right. of when you delete your things and you always say you delete and call it junk if it matters.
Yeah, I know. I don't know either.
Like, yeah, does it really delete shit? All right.
What?
Nothing, just all right.
Are you channeling your inner Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, that's right. All right. Bum. I do have some more stem cell stuff. Let me get to that. Where the fuck is it here? Hold on. There it is. Good. It's right here. Does insurance cover testosterone?
You have to test. You have to test it. You have to test like today. Something like that.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Let's talk. 303-713-TALK is our number. 303-713-8255. Someone has a question here. Does testosterone, do you think, and again, this is a weird question, but this guy was told it makes you moody and aggressive. What is the jury on that? I think
it can. It definitely can do that if you take too much of it.
Right. 1100. My doctor says 1100 is perfect.
1100's on the high end of optimal.
Mm.
It really depends on the person too. Some people can go up to 1500, and that's when they get the great benefits, and they feel great on that.
That much? Whoa.
Some people as low as 700 to get the benefits. It's really,
And somebody wants to know about insurance coverage for testosterone because that's not experimental. So what's the line on insurance? Do you have people using insurance?
We do. Typically, we're an out-of-network clinic, so we give them the super bill to submit to their insurance carrier.
Right.
But most insurance companies will cover it if you test under, I think it's 350.
And then they also cover the labs, right?
They do cover the labs, yes. So we have like two price points. One, if you want us to take care of your labs, because we have a special deal with a lab, or if you want to have it covered by insurance separately.
Okay. Somebody heard my comment about Bad Bunny, and said they agree that it's fun. And it was, okay. So what do you think? I don't think there was anything political about it. I don't even know how you can make it political. So I don't know, man. I think that we're all just too hypersensitive right now. We're all too, and we tend to like cancel people for their political beliefs, and we don't have any tolerance for each other. I swear to God, now, I don't think you can blame Trump for this. I think it started a while ago. But what do you think? Was there anything at all? Shannon, did you see anything at all in that Bad Bunny concert that was political? Really?
Sorry, I don't watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, come on. You didn't.
I don't. Yeah, I don't get involved. I attend too many football games during the year to watch.
Our friend Alan Roach still does the Super Bowl. That must be one hell of a gig to have, to be the announcer for the Super Bowl. That is pretty damn cool.
He says he likes it.
Well, shoot, yeah. How long has he been doing it now?
20 years.
God almighty, you hear him.
Yeah, he started Detroit Super Bowl 40.
Really? Wow. Anyway, so the Bad Bunny thing again, getting back to that, did you watch the Charlie Kirk or whatever that one was, Turning Point, the one on Fox? I didn't watch that. But in any case,
I did. It was good.
Did you also watch Bad Bunny?
I did not.
Why?
tend to like country music, so I went over and I watched the Turning Point
Oh, I see.
option.
Did you watch the Super Bowl itself?
I did.
Yeah.
I fell asleep during the second quarter because it was so boring. But I revived and saw the Seahawks win, and
The thing that I like, I just like the commercials. I like the game. I mean, it's fun. Again, it's turning political. Everything is turning political. And I don't know. I just get disgusted with that. I really do. I wish.
The Budweiser one was really cute.
Oh, the one with the eagle?
Yeah.
God, I love that commercial. Holy crap. That was probably one of the best commercials I've ever seen, bar none. Bar none.
And Neil Diamond.
I didn't think that was.
Caroline ripoff.
Yeah, it's okay. And did you see the one where all the actors were super young? They made them look super young.
Yes.
I don't know how they did that. They must have used some
AI.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. But speaking of commercials, I didn't see any that knocked. The Budweiser thing really, really was beautiful. I liked it. I didn't see any others that were really that spectacular. I mean, I don't know, but they spend so much money on them. Not to mention the production cost plus the $8 million for 30 seconds. So the Super Bowl has become a major national celebration, almost like it is a holiday. It's almost like a holiday. And so anyway, I'm interested if you thought Bad Bunny was like too political. Hey, Valentine's Day, are you doing anything special for it? I've been looking up all kinds of things for Valentine's Day. And I can't believe that these dating sites did this. They did a dating site, along with some researchers, went out and surveyed cities to find what they wanted to do. Is here's what they did. They judged how often strangers cross paths in daily life, how many casual places to meet, how socially fluid the population is, the dating apps where people get married, how many get married, and all kinds of other factors. And they have come up, listen to this, with where you are most likely to fall in love. You're never going to believe this. Love at first sight. Where are you most likely to fall in love? The first time or within the first couple of weeks, according to dating apps and a matrix they put together. Where do you think it is? Here's what I don't understand. I swear to you, I don't understand this. I'm going to give you number one. Utica, not New York, Utica, Michigan. What the hell? It's the first best for falling in love. They have cafes, daily routines. They have great dating app responses, and people who get married as a result. Think about that. Utica, Michigan. Never heard of the place, but guess number two in the entire country. Breckenridge, Colorado. Why? I don't understand why, but Breckenridge, Colorado is the number two place to fall in love in America. Yeah, listen, you got to think about this. Valentine's Day is coming up. Wildwood, New Jersey is number three. I have no clue. Wildwood, New Jersey? Come on. I don't even know what it's near. And then Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Remember, this is where people are most likely to fall in love at first sight or the first few weeks. And I think I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm going to give you the top five. The fifth one is Naples, Florida. So tell me what you see in common. Utica, Breckenridge, Wildwood, Lewisburg, and Naples. I'll tell you what you find. Boring places. Boring places. Breckenridge is fine for skiing, but that's all they have. And Naples, Florida is Snoresville. So that's why I think the dating apps do so well and people fall in love because the places are downright boring. Okay, I'll give you the number 6, Katy, Texas, Ithaca, New York. Okay, I'll just spill all the beans. Top 10, Cumming, Georgia, Edgefield, South Carolina, and Williams, Arizona. You notice you don't have New York, LA, Chicago, Miami. You don't have big cities. Why? Because people have other things to do and more response to their dating app. That's really what I'm thinking. It's not the only thing they have. I think dating apps in these other little boring cities are such that you want to fall in love because there's nothing else to do. If you think about Denver and you think about Hinged and all these other apps, and I only know about them because of these young people I talk to. If you look at them, they get several responses. So they're dating a lot of people and they're less likely to fall in love at first sight or within the first few weeks. So what do you think? I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Whatever is on your mind, give us a call. Gravina's has the greatest windows, 950 West Evans. Gravina's window siding and doors. Gravina's, 950 West Evans, 303 Gravina.
Yep.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we still have delays up north on I-25 southbound, just down past 120th, the right side of the highway, affected there with a semi-rig. Looks like several other vehicles. There was a fuel leak from the semi. They've been trying to get that cleaned up, but backups to 144th Avenue. Once you clear that, it opens up beautifully. Very light volume just about everywhere else. A little bit of slowing eastbound 70 around Peoria over to Pena, and construction again on Santa Fe southbound at Mississippi's backing up traffic. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the tale of Rosa Parks in her own words. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
I started Wave 8 Wealth Management because I was sick and tired of the financial advisement industry. If you want someone, a team, who uses all of their resources plus artificial intelligence to personally look over all of your finances like it's their own, then you want Wave 8 Capital. No one else does it. Not like this, okay? What they usually do is put your account with a big advisor somewhere else and collect a middleman fee. Ask them. It's called a TAMP service, Turnkey Asset Management Program. If you like it, fine. But why don't you let us review and show you? We can back test what we're doing and show you what it would have done with real numbers. 303-771-HELP. 303-771-4357. Wave8capital.com.
Thank you. Now what?
Perfect. Hey, Tom?
Yes?
Yes. You do know that what you were talking about, about meeting somebody.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
That's Adam and I. We went on a blind date on a Tuesday and moved in that Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
25 years
unbelievable.
later, 2 kids. We're good.
That is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, well, to ask him, he would tell you the reason he moved in was because I had cable. and furniture. Because all of his furniture at that time was like all the stuff from Radio Shack and the dish, the stuff that you set up to, get Dish Network and all of that, because that's what he was doing when I first met him. And yeah, we got put up on a blind date, and he was 2 hours late. And the following Thursday, he was like, I want to take you out again. I have to. And then that Saturday, yeah, that was it. We were together.
So So you met on a Monday, hooked up on Saturday?
Tuesday.
Met on Tuesday.
You didn't move. You moved in together after how much time?
So we
Just say it. Just answer the question.
I'm gonna say Tuesday we spent about, I don't know, the dinner. He was 2 hours late.
Yeah, but he said, when did you move in?
Oh, Saturday. He moved into my place, but
Holy crap.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Moved in. Well, you knew each other a little, or no? No, you met on Tuesday.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Boy, you are easy.
Wow.
Well, he slept on the couch.
Oh. Well, okay, let me ask. So met on a Tuesday, when did you actually hook up?
Like have sex?
Mm-hmm.
Probably that Sunday.
God damn, girl.
Okay, that's good information.
What the hell? I've been married for 25 years.
All right. Best I ever did was coffee on a Monday, sex on a Wednesday. Off of Tinder. That was good. I liked her a lot, but you're different.
So you're giving me shit about being married?
How do you pronounce
years?
the word?
Yeah, but I'm a guy.
Hematocrit.
I am
Hematocrit.
supposed to be
Hematocrit.
planting my flag.
Hematocrit.
You're not supposed to be opening your board.
I love. I take my texts and emails go directly into my chat, and it parses out the main thing, so I don't have to read the whole thing. It says it summarizes.
Now I've been working them, but I did.
That's not a custom thing. That's just something it does. If you feed emails into it.
So there you go.
I'm a geek. I swear to God, I've always been a geek.
No, you know,
I'm an early
I
adopter
was
of technology. I get
with
ripped
Adam,
off.
like,
Yeah.
and
Well, I kind of like it too, but golly.
I'm serious, man. I just love it. So I'm gonna go to a wide shot here. I got some questions for you.
it's the art of love.
No, you're easy. Which is not a bad thing. Oh, here we go.
On the iHeartRadio app.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK. By the way, I have a question if I really truly own Wave 8 Wealth Management. Yes, I do. I started the company after I was doing it for about 8 years for myself, and I started the company. That's a true story. I do own it. I am the founder, and I have a team of people, and we only do direct investing. So we will not take everyone because we're going to eventually get too big and we can't service everyone. So it's going to be a boutique investment firm forever. Wave8capital.com. Wave8capital.com. Okay, for Joel at denverregen.com. Denver Regen. Hematocrit. Someone told me, well, not someone, his doctor told him his hematocrit is too high as a result of taking testosterone. Now, I heard testosterone therapy can do that, but it's an easy fix. Well, first of all, what is hematocrit to people? If you had to, what is it? What exactly is it? It's the thickness of the blood, isn't it?
Simply, it's the number of red blood cells. It's like it's a measure of the hemoglobin.
But it's also, I was told, the thickness of the blood.
Right, the thickness because of an increase in red blood cells. So
Okay.
an increase in it measures an increase in hemoglobin.
But I also was told that you would think more red blood cells is better
to a point.
But then it can actually disrupt oxygen to the rest of your body. I mean,
right, it just makes your blood too thick, and it creates inefficiencies in delivering oxygen.
And so they say if you're on testosterone therapy, you should have hematocrit checked
every quarter.
Okay, and if it's too high, what's the fix? I know what my doctor told me. What's the fix?
Well, if it's high but it's below 56, then you can go donate blood.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
In fact, that's you wouldn't believe how many doctors believe that's a good thing to do anyway.
Yeah.
Every now and then, because it keeps your blood making mechanisms sharp. I'm serious when I say that.
No, it's true.
It replenishes your system.
Yes.
What else do you do? Now aspirin doesn't help, does it? It wouldn't help.
No, here's what happens. Occasionally we get patients that come in from another clinic where they weren't monitored properly.
Yeah.
And they come in with a hematocrit that's off the charts.
Yeah.
And so if you have a hematocrit that's, like I said, above 54, the blood donation centers won't accept your blood.
They won't?
No, because it's too thick.
Well, yeah, but you can still bleed out. They'll toss it for
So
you.
what we do as a service in our clinic, we offer what's called a therapeutic phlebotomy, which is exactly that.
You take it out and just
come
throw it
to
out.
our office and we take it out and throw it out.
Right, exactly.
And that's like the second.
That's good to hear, because that's what happened with me one time. I donated it and they just tossed it.
Right.
Now, then a few times, though, more than a few times, Children's Hospital wants it.
Yeah, I do mine.
I do mine. I love Children's because it's like just a cool place.
If they do it there, that's great.
Yeah.
I know Presbyterian St. Luke's in downtown does it. And then we do it in our office.
Okay. And again, someone wants to know, if I lose weight, will testosterone go up normally?
Potentially, yes.
Okay, I never heard that. But anyway, we'll talk about that and more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Get your calls in at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Yep. Oh, it's not in here. Love is sicker than water. This one is. Do 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 do. For so long. That's it. I'm gonna listen to Andy Gibb all the way up to Boulder.
You know what? It's not a bad plan. No, I was made for dancing and shadow dancing.
So shadow dancing reminds me of a dark moment in my life. I am at my godfather's house, a guy named Chuck Konarski, back in Detroit. I must have been.
That is true.
Well,
Bad Bunny is an American citizen.
I was gonna say.
What's that?
Bad Bunny is an American citizen.
So
Hmm?
we had shadow dancing.
I love the show. It was great.
I thought it was good. I put on the Turning Point one initially, and then I put back on the Super one. I was like, this show's better. This is a better show.
The music stops and then she is kind of still.
I didn't understand any of it, but it was a better show.
Yeah, I wish they would have had subtitles.
That would have been good.
great.
That would have been good.
Because, yeah. All right, let me just take a little hike here and see.
Damn it! I didn't know. I'll never forget that. Music's over. Why are you still dancing? I'll have to remember that up at the Winter Park Handicap Ski Race.
Let's not do that.
Hey, you got some good moves there.
Well, I don't have a spine.
Oh my God.
In Italy, Olympic competition continuing in Milan Cortina Winter Games. The men's alpine skiing and women's speed skating happening today. Team USA's Lindsey Vonn said to be in stable condition after leg surgery following a crash Sunday.
Your call cannot be
completed as dialed. Jesus. Please check the number. That was a horrific crash, by the way.
Message 2, US01LV.
Thank you for calling Appliance Factory Mattress Kingdom. Press 1 for sales, 2 address, hours, and directions, 3 repairs, 4 President hotline, 5 appliance parts, 6 all other inquiries. Again, you have reached appliance.
The biting cold is set to taper off later this week. In parts of Texas and the south, whipping winds and dry conditions are leading to red flag alerts.
Thank you for calling Appliance Factory Mattress Kingdom. How can I
Yes, sir. My name is Bo. I'm calling from the Troubleshooter Show here in Denver on behalf of your customer that has an issue with the drive.
Let me grab some emails.
Hmm. 10 years ago today popped up on my phone the Broncos victory parade. Yay! Million people out there. That was a good one.
Yeah.
You at least gotta hope the human trafficking went well. Hear those stories about Super Bowl? It's like the number one for missing people after the game. Awesome.
Nice.
Bozo.
Hey, Joe Pags coming up. Former Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb on the Nancy Guthrie missing persons case. What would he have done differently? And a reporter who went into Cuba shortly after Venezuela's president and his wife were captured. And more on the Joe Pags Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KL.
Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose.
come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. We are here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make your life a little easier. This hour brought to you by the lowest price for your furnace anywhere. Guaranteed lowest price. GLP, guaranteed lowest price for your furnace replacement. That's renewhomeinnovations.com. 303-904-2000. 303-904-2000. You complain about price? No more. The guaranteed lowest price. 303-904-2000. Okay. I have with me denverregen.com, plus we're taking your calls. Getting back really quickly to something I talked about. I'm getting some reaction to that on the cities where you're most likely to fall in love at first sight, or within a few weeks. If you look at what they all have in common, they're little pieces of crap cities. They are. I mean, Breckenridge isn't, but it's small, and it really doesn't have a lot going on other than skiing. It really doesn't. But you're talking about places that, when you look, if you want to find it, just Google it. And it's the site I'm looking at is Vegas Insider, by the way. And speaking of Vegas, in Nevada, Incline Village is the place. New Hampshire is Hanover. Jersey is Wildwood. Taos, New Mexico. These are little, Guthrie, Oklahoma. Cannon Beach, what a beautiful place in Oregon. Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm just going through these now, not in any particular order. Bay St. Louis? Bay St. Louis is the name of a city in Mississippi. Clayton, Missouri, Whitefish, Montana. Anyway, these are the places where you're more likely to fall in love. And I say it's because you're bored to tears with not much else to do. Okay. If you're traveling, this is really important because somebody wanted to know about this law, and you may not even know it was going to be a law. But in April of this year, a new law was supposed to go into effect. And the law said basically that airlines had to disclose upfront with the price of ticketing what it cost to check bags. It had to be part of the ticketing. So this is not the House Bill 1090 in Colorado we're talking about, where if you advertise a price, it has to include all mandatory fees. We're talking about a whole different law on a national level. What it said was most airlines, if you're going to charge for bags, you have to disclose that up front. The new rule would have required them to put all of these fees down up front whenever somebody makes a reservation or checks prices. It has to be clear and conspicuous disclosure, and it had to be done by April 30th, the end of April 2025. And it had to be done before the ticket purchase. When someone views all of their flights, those baggage fees are supposed to pop up on the websites. And anyway, here's the bottom line. A court, for some reason, a court of appeals has said they don't have to do it. They've postponed it because the airlines were challenging this. It was supposed to be to protect airline passengers, but the airlines have fought against it, and there's a temporary hold on that. So if you were thinking the airlines have to do it, they don't have to do it. So if that's important to you, 303-713-8255. Somebody says, Tom, what's the bottom line when it comes to, where is it here? Valentine's Day gifts. I mentioned the other day that Valentine's, the good gifts, the bad gifts, and all that. But bottom line is fewer and fewer people are actually even paying for Valentine's gifts. 17% are spending $100 to $200. 16% are 50 to $100. Only 6% will spend more than $500. So the bottom line is we're becoming cheaper when it comes to gifts for Valentine's Day. Do you do something special, Kachina, for Valentine's Day?
No, remember I told you
Oh,
we
that's right. You
actually
do
got
it
engaged
after.
on yes, because we got engaged on February 16th. So we always celebrate on February 16th with a array of different nachos.
Array of
Because
different nachos.
yeah, because that was the first thing we ate after we got engaged at the Lakers game.
Okay, now here's the deal. Speaking of love in all the wrong places, I shouldn't bring this up, but did you hear, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I kind of found some corroborating stories that the Dalai Lama is on a list of emails and communications with Jeffrey Epstein? The office of the Dalai Lama had to release a statement denying any connection because some people are saying that he showed up 169 times in files, in Jeffrey Epstein's files. The U.S. Department of Justice released millions of pages, and 169 times the Dalai Lama was named as being part of the not part of anything wrong, but being part of the people who've gone there or knew Epstein. Isn't that weird? Can you imagine just being on that list? You know, you think you're being somebody by being invited there, and now your name comes out. And speaking of which, that doesn't mean if you went to Epstein Island that you necessarily partook in anything, but they're saying that it's bad. And these people are all trying to distance themselves, all of them. There's also a theory that Epstein, of course, did not kill himself and he was murdered because of all of the crap a trial would have brought out. Are you a consumer? There is a legal definition for a consumer, but the Supreme Court is now taking that question up. And it's weird how this case came to be. There was something called the Video Privacy Protection Act. Did you even know this law existed? Listen to this. The Video Privacy Protection Act. Honest to God, there is a law that says that video stores are not allowed to disclose the videos that people rent. It's an actual federal law. The Video Privacy Protection Act. Years and years ago, when people would go to video stores and they would rent videos like at Blockbuster, and I forget the names of these other stores. Some of them were just locally owned. They weren't part of a chain. Well, anyway, there was actually a law that people who went to those stores were protected by the Privacy Protection Act, Video Privacy Protection Act. And that included VHS tape and DVDs. Okay, so anything that you rented could not be disclosed. In recent years, however, people have been using that law to sue websites because websites now, of course, like Netflix and others, or apps, actually have viewing habits that they use for marketing. So if you go to Amazon and look at a video, if you go to Netflix and look at a video, if you go to Hulu and look at a video, or any other provider, that is sold, that information is sold to people who are marketing to you. So if you look at a lot of movies, for example, with cars, about cars, they assume that you have a fetish for cars. If you watch a lot of comedies, they try to find things in the videos you rent to market to you. It's just another demographic piece of demographic information, okay? So here's what's weird about it. Now listen carefully. People said, wait a minute. The Video Privacy Protection Act should protect me because it's video. Even though it's online, you should not be using it. So they were going to court. These consumers were hiring attorneys for test cases. And actually, whenever you hear that, it's usually started by law firms because they want to see if there's a class action there. See, let me just explain about class actions. Law firms look for reasons to sue. The law firm does, not people. Most of the time, class action suits are not brought by people. They're brought by law firms who see something and they think, wait a minute, we can make a buck here. And then they go out and try to find the plaintiffs. And they find the plaintiffs, they get a class certified, and then they go for damages. But before anyone in a class action is paid damages, the law firms get their legal fees. That's how class actions happen. Very seldom does a person go to a law firm and say, I'm pissed off at this, and I think that we should sue and other consumers like me should sue. That happens once in a while, but most class actions are started at the law firm, and the law firm specializes many times in these class actions. And then they go out and advertise for plaintiffs. If you've taken this drug and had this reaction, or if you've been screwed by this company, and then they gather a class, they have the class certified by the courts, and then they fight it. It doesn't cost the class a dime, but the attorneys know that if they settle this class action, there are going to be big, big legal fees. And usually, probably 98% of the time, law firms make more money than the consumers in class action suits. Anyway, I digress. In this particular suit against the websites that dispense videos, the video companies or the channels argued that you can only sue if you are a consumer. What is a consumer? The question literally came up in the court that only consumers can bring a lawsuit against a video service provider. But what is a consumer? Literally, the courts are now trying to define what a consumer is, because there is nowhere, listen to this, nowhere in law or in precedent that actually defined a consumer. So these places are saying just because you rent a movie doesn't make you a consumer. So what is a consumer? That is literally the question being litigated right now before they can even go on with their lawsuits against Hulu, Amazon, Netflix, and all of those. They first have to find out what a consumer is. So the court is going to resolve this in this case as to what a consumer is. Is a consumer someone who buys something? What about if you just sign up for a video service? They're claiming that's not really a consumer. They're just watching something. Anyway, we got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. I just thought it was interesting that the Supreme Court is going to decide what is a consumer. What is a consumer? So right now, the litigation, it's going to the Supreme Court, and it will have a definition for the first time ever of a consumer with the right to sue a business for violations. We have more coming right up. I'm Tom Martino.
All right, Yvonne, just hang on for me. We're going to get to you right after the break, okay?
So they're saying technically, if you rent a video, you're not consuming anything. You're just renting a video. The movie's up there for everyone. There's no limit. So there's no consumption. I know. They're not saying customer right now. They're saying consumer. The law is written for
Okay. Okay.
consumer,
Well,
not
you can,
customer.
yeah, you can definitely talk about that, but I thought you were going to comment on baggage.
Because it doesn't say customer, it says
We
consumer.
don't do off-air calls.
What is
Off-air
consuming?
calls. So I can pass it along, but I can't tell you whether or not he'll mention it. You know what I mean?
I'll go right to her.
Okay, Yvonne, hang on for me, and Tom will be with you momentarily, okay? Uh-huh.
Do you have three ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-345-2789. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems. If you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. He may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-345-2789. That's 800-345-2789 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-345-2789.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally, by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à ma belle.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. Babbel.com.
This is Sarah Spain with the latest from iHeart Women's Sports. Presented by Capital One.
This guy's one PSA is 39. Do you think he's got a problem? Jesus Christ, a PSA?
During the historic streak, only 4 teams have come within single digits of the violence. For more women's sports stories, be sure to subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcast. Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. With the Venture X card from Capital One, you can enjoy easy-to-use premium benefits like a $300 annual Capital One travel credit when you book through Capital One Travel. Plus, you'll earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. The Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This hour,
Trajan Wealth, K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
I want to talk to Yvonne. Then I really do want to talk about that consumer thing because it does affect many laws. And I'm going to tell you the distinction and why they're arguing the word consumer. Okay, but first, Yvonne, you have a comment on baggage. Go ahead, Yvonne, on paid baggage. Airlines were supposed to be on track to disclose all of those costs up front, but a court of appeals has granted them a stay of execution right now for some reason, and I don't know what it is, but that it apparently there was something wrong with the law according to the airlines. What is your comment, Yvonne?
Well, I worked for Frontier. I was flight attendant for 19 years. I'm retired now. I retired in January. But anyways, the one thing that I can think of that might be the issue is that the airline cannot control third-party carriers. So if the third-party carrier does not disclose the baggage fees and the consumer does not go to the website to see what the baggage fees are, and that's why Southwest kind of got away with it because they didn't do a third-party booking. But that's the one thing that I can think of.
You mean third-party booking like Expedia and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, correct.
So you're saying that if you go directly to the airline or you go to Expedia, the prices would still have to reflect baggage prices. And you're saying that could be possibly why they're delaying it because they have to figure that out?
Yeah, because the third party, I came across that issue, people getting on the plane because they booked third party and the baggage fees weren't disclosed in the third party
Okay,
purchase price.
I got it.
They didn't bother to go to the website to see what the baggage policy was.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then they can't incorporate that law because you can't control.
I see what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense because I'd venture to say, maybe I'm wrong, I'd venture to say that most airline tickets nowadays are sold online by third-party vendors. Would you say that's true?
A good majority, yes, because people think that they're going to get the best price.
And by the way, do they get the best price?
Not necessarily, no.
Thanks for calling, Yvonne. That's a good point. She's saying that law could not go into effect because the airlines, if they sell the tickets, they could disclose it. But all the third-party vendors out there, they would have to know all of the different baggage prices and disclose it as well, except it did not name third-party vendors. It only named airlines. And Yvonne, that's probably why the airlines opposed it and why it's being delayed is because it really only mentioned the airlines. It did not mention third-party sellers or vendors. Good observation. Now, getting back to this is really, I'm serious, consumer versus customer. So lawyers are arguing that you're not consuming a videotape. You're watching it. And you could be considered a customer, but the law is not written to protect customers. They say that it should have been written as customer as opposed to consumer. So what that means is in the laws, all of these laws, including our Colorado Consumer Protection Act, could be affected. If they change the definition of a consumer, then that could play havoc on all of these laws. A consumer, they're saying, is someone who literally consumes something. So it goes down, inventory goes down, or they're literally using it up. And a customer is different than a consumer. A customer, yes, a customer rents videos and a customer could use services, but consumers cannot. Consumers have to consume something to be considered protected under consumer laws. That's a weird one. That is truly a weird one. But that's the nitpicking that goes on in courts of law. So right now, we will have eventually a distinction between a consumer and a customer. I'm Tom Martino. More coming right up.
Women's ice hockey team has 2 games left in the preliminary round, starting with a game with Switzerland today. Abby Murphy says they continue to improve after a perfect 2-0 start.
Okay.
Team USA men's ice hockey team is set to make its debut in Milan on Thursday. They'll be taking on Latvia.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Yeah, still seeing delays up north on I-25 southbound, just down past 120th. Right lane remains blocked. Had a semi leaking fuel up there after an accident, and you're looking at a pretty hefty backup extending up past. It looks like about 136th Avenue or so. It is solid there. Once you clear that area to the left, you will open up pretty good because most of the other freeways are pretty light. You may find some minor slowing southbound 25 around Spear. We have had rock scaling, one closure already, but it's since been reopened. Still a little slow down there at the bottom of Florida Hill. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
This is Lee Medivh, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll share the story of how an unlikely alliance brought about religious freedom. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Have you or a loved one ever suffered from an exploded head due to an extreme energy drink? Hi, this is Larry Destine, attorney at law. Every day, thousands of Americans pound extreme energy drinks and literally explode their heads right off. At Destine and Partners, we fight for you, so take action today and stop by the Destine and Partners office, where we only serve liquid death to sparkle and energy, a better-for-you energy drink. There's nothing extreme about it. With only 100 milligrams of caffeine, that's equal to a cup of coffee. Plus, liquid death energy has got zero sugar. It doesn't have creamy stuff like sucralose or aspartame. When it comes to extreme energy justice, Destine and Partners will fight to the death. Also, if you're not near our office, you can still try Liquid Death Sparkling Energy at fine retailers like QT. Or learn more at liquiddeath.com. Liquiddeath.com.
You heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, and they reversed it.
Well, the project I was wanting to accomplish was my driveway. I wanted to see if I could get something that looked halfway decent, that would last a while. We also had a side patio surface redone.
Garage, basement, patios, sidewalks, driveways, Galaxy will transform your surface in as little as 1 day.
The crew was very, very
Thank you for
good.
calling Brand Source Service and Repair. To schedule your service online, please go to brandsourceservice.net. To schedule a local neighborhood technician in any of the cities in the
Brand source.
The end result was just super. It was very easy to keep this surface clean. I had tire tracks all over it, and I just took out my hose, sprayed it down, and it looks just like new again.
We're on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com, and remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
And God almighty, 16 surgeries.
hairdryer. Just text DRIVE to 323232 to get started right now. Hop Skip Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text DRIVE to 323232 right now. Text DRIVE to 323232 and start earning up to $50 per ride during Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion period. That's DRIVE to 323232. Text DRIVE to 323232 now.
Paid for by government. The 1986 to 2021 United States Silver Eagle, the first ever U.S. silver dollar minted in 99.9% pure silver and is the best-selling coin in the world. These original and historic silver dollars have ceased production forever. They will never be minted again. For a limited time only, full-pound bags of original U.S. government-struck silver dollars are being released to the public. You can own a full pound of original U.S. silver dollar coins featuring Lady Liberty and the heraldic eagle, never to be struck again. Guaranteed. Call now to secure original United States silver eagles by the pound. The first U.S. silver dollars ever to be struck in 99.9% pure silver. Plus, receive a free bonus, an American collector's pack valued at over $40 and free shipping with every order. Call 1-800-495-6468 now to secure a full pound bag of United States silver eagle coins before they are gone. That's 1-800-495-6468.
Zero risk, guaranteed growth at my money.
myway.com. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So anyway, I have Dr. Joel Cherdak with us. Hello, I'm here.
Tom, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello, hello.
You're barely there, buddy.
Oh, I don't know what just happened. Let me reconnect real quick.
Fixed it.
What's that?
Fixed it.
Yeah, okay. Let me just reconnect for you. Okay, that's not working.
Well, there you are.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.